People believe so much in peace.
Peace education is so important for this population.
What was the common thing with Jai Jagat and people of Syunik province is that peace.
So friends, here we are in Syunik Region, a southern region of Armenia, where for the past 2 weeks we have been walking in high and medium altitude in the mountains. It's a mountain region like the Himalayas or the Alps, and it's been very interesting to see how different communities have lived and worked in this region. We started in Agarak on the 16th of February, and we have completed now almost 200 kilometers. And what has been so interesting about being here is to see the villagers and the way the life is conditioned by the mountain region in which they live. People are involved in agriculture in the valleys, in mining in the hills, and in a budding industry of tourism. It is a historic area with many churches, and you can see also it borders closely with Azerbaijan. We found that this is a very, very unique part of the world, and something that struck us very deeply was how people believe so much in peace. And we found that we can take so many of their rich experiences with us in trying to understand better peace building, not only in conflict, but also where there's poverty and social exclusion.
These 2 weeks in Syunik Region, we have seen how peace and peace education is so important for this population. Peace, we have seen, is not just like a word among others. It has like a very important and special meaning for this population, given all the suffering related to armed conflicts and conflicts of all kinds that they have had in their history. So there is no wonder that they have had a non-violent revolution 2 years ago, and that the response when we arrived to the schools is so enthusiastic. We have been in 12 schools in the last weeks, having reached to, we estimate, 1,200 children. And as I say, the response is amazing. They have welcomed us with showing a very good knowledge on Gandhi and other peacemakers. They have also showed the will of unity among nations, and particularly they have been very open to very good relations to India. We have tried to inspire them through our sacrifice in this yatra, in this march, and inspire them to take action toward peace and fighting against the global challenges.
यहाँ पे देखा कि महिलाओं की स्थिति बहुत ही अच्छी लग रही थी। महिलाओं में कुपोषण नहीं है भारत की तरह, और महिलाएं ज़्यादा सजग नज़र आ रही थी। हर क्षेत्र में पुरुषों की अपेक्षा महिलाओं से हम लोग ज़्यादा मिले हुए हैं, और बहुत सारी संस्थाएं, एनजीओ से हम लोग मिले। वहाँ पे पता चला कि महिलाओं को भूमि से संबंधित कोई समस्याएं नहीं हैं, लेकिन रोज़गार की समस्याएं हैं। तो बहुत सारे एनजीओ के साथ ही रोज़गार को उन लोगों को सिखा रहे हैं, रोज़गार कैसे इस देश में लागू हो, महिलाओं के पास हो। और रोज़गार में पशुपालन है, सिलाई सेंटर है, बहुत सारे रेस्टोरेंट में महिलाएं दिख रही थी, दुकानों में महिलाएं दिख रही थी, और छोटे छोटे मॉल हैं, उन लोगों का जो मार्केट इन लोगों का, उसमें सबसे ज़्यादा महिलाएं ही दिख रही थी। तो मुझे ये लग रहा था कि आर्मेनिया में महिलाओं की स्थिति बहुत ही बेहतर है और स्वतंत्रता है महिलाओं को।
We had a lot of meetings with city mayors, We had a lot of discussions about water, about mountains, about environmental issues. But even we've been in Sisian, which how local says it's birthplace of Aliyev. What was the common thing with Jai Jagat and people of Syunik province is that peace. Peace was the only solution, even conflict with Azerbaijan. Peace was the only mind of that population which seen a lot of wars in their lives, a lot of conflicts, but what was came to their mind, it was only peace. So I'm very glad that I have citizens like that.
For a country like Armenia, which is filled with such amazing natural beauty, with such snow-capped mountains all around us and rich natural resources, be it the mineral resources or the water resources, it is very important to credit and acknowledge the time and energy and the effort put in by the local people, by the people of Armenia or Syunik region where we have just passed through, because they have really protected these natural resources for it to be like this. The present world is such that where there is increasing amount of privatization when it comes to water, and somewhere the concept of ownership in the present world is so strong that, you know, the private organization or the organization taking care of the river body thinks that it is our property, when the fact is that it is not their property. The fact is that natural resource is the property of the local people. Here comes the Gandhi's concept of trusteeship, which is like trusteeship, which means that the local people or the local communities are the guardians or are the custodians of the natural resource. So it is ultimately the local people who have to take care of their natural resource. Today, if they're able to experience such amazing beauty, it is their responsibility that they will need to protect this for their future generations as well.
We came through the Syunik region where there's a lot of mining going on. Mining's both in full work and also mining plots that seem to have been left and become decrepit. I suppose we'd like to try and continue this employment style. While mining is good, that's great, but what happens in the future when mining finishes and the town is then challenged for employment? So for the future, how can we lift employment while improving economic sustainability? And can we think about using resources perhaps in more shared and balanced ways? Could we maybe think as an administration of controlling them and by being responsible with the way we administer both mining and other employment possibilities, maybe through innovation, encouraging small enterprises and businesses. We can hopefully look to minimise the future negative impacts on a community, and hopefully this will mean that communities won't be lost.
Because 12 years ago, on March 1st, 10 people were murdered by previous government only just for doing protests. But now in Armenia, it's going march, international march, Jai Jagat, which aims to make peace in whole world and which is against to violence. It's very iconic day because we are passing through Syunik region and we entered to Vyotsor region, and in this day, at March 1st, so we with Jai Jagat say no to violence.
Jai Jagat, Jai Jagat, Jai Jagat pukare ja, Jai Jagat, Jai Jagat, Jai Jagat pukare ja, Jai Jagat pukare ja, sir aman pe waar ja, Jai Jagat pukare ja, sir aman pe waar ja, सबके हित के वास्ते अपन सुख बिसारे जा,
सबके हित के वास्ते अपन सुख बिसारे जा। जय जगत